YouTube, I'm going to show you how to fill up a Cartomizer. I haven't seen too many videos of these online, so I'm going to make my own. A couple things you're going to need here. I have my organic cotton right here. What I like to do is pull it into two pieces. You got a nice big piece, nice little piece. Now what I'm currently using as a Cartomizer, I'm using the Fluid Flask. This is a great little tank. I know they're pricey. I'm from Long Island. They're a local company. These guys are kick-ass. They sell a great product. Even if you email Rob or go into the store, they will help you with what? Who knows? Anyway, what I like to do, and now these goes for DCT tanks also, but mine's got this little cool little cover on it. So you're going to pull that off. This is like your basic, almost like a DCT tank. Still Pyrex on the outside. You still got your two O-rings, as you can see. You got your Carto. This is a single punch Bogue 510 XL, so I think that's the 45mm one. This one's shot. I started getting that burnt taste out of it, so in the garbage it goes. Here's my drip tip. And then I got this sampler pack from gotvapes.com. Oh, this will zoom in. It's actually, this one is Stramango. I'm a big tobacco flavored guy. I haven't smoked in, let me think now, probably 2.5 months since I started getting my vape on. And I'm going to try some different, more fruitier flavors. So, let's try this from Got Vapes. It's called Flux. This is strawberry pineapple? I think so. I'll post up links to everything in the description you'll find. I'm using this through a Vamo V5. This is with the 18350 battery. I'm vaping at 8.5, sometimes 9 watts. First and foremost, so here's your tank, here's your Cartomizer. What I have to do is pull off the top. This is kind of a pain because I usually get stuck on there. Pull that out. Then you got this little thing in the top. Just another plug. Pull that out. Now, I've also used this when I rebuild. I got my RBAs and RBDs. Take my awesomely manly pink tweezers. Pull that out. Alright, see? Garbage. Alright, this is the important part. So you pull the bottom off very carefully. Alright, it came with it. It doesn't always do this, but if you look in here, this plug is in the bottom. This little tiny plug. I guess, I don't know why they put these plugs in there, but they do. Usually they get stuck, I've noticed. They get stuck in the 510 connection, and all they do, they just sit in there like this. So I've pulled the bottom plug off, like so, and not noticed that this is still in there. So then I just take my tweezers. That goes in the garbage. Alright, now what I do is this. Clean your bottom and tops off. Yep, new Slayer. Alright, so now what I do is take the bigger of the two. As you can see, there's the top, the big. This is the bottom, this is the top. Take the bigger one. Now, always fill it, or drop it, with your through your 510 connection. So what I do is this. Take it, rub your juice. Smells pretty good. Fill the little bottom piece up. Let me get a little closer, you can see. So you're going to fill this up. Now this is also called priming the card. So I fill it up about 3/4 of the way. Then all I'm going to do is take my Cartomizer via the 510 connection. Let me just tilt my phone down here. And then what you're going to do is stick your Cartomizer in there slowly. And you're going to see through the top, juice is going to start coming through as you push down. can't really see. Alright, so then all you're going to do is just slowly push down, and you'll see as you push down, air will come through and juice will start coming up. So now I'm about 3/4 of the way through it. There's juice coming out of the top. All I'm going to do is pull this back down. Alright. Then I'm going to push down again to get the air bubbles out. Push down more into my juice. And just pull up so it don't flood. It's a flooded cart blows. Push to get the air out. So we're just going to push down some more. Alright, now I'm at the bottom. I'm at the bottom of that little rubber thing. As you can see, but it looks flooded. So now all you're going to do is just pull up, and you're going to see sometimes you get some excess juice in there, sometimes you don't. Now mine looks nice and beautifully primed. Can't see, my lighting situation kind of blows here, but alright. Then you're going to take your cotton, clean off your 510 connection. And this is the reason it's kind of a pain in the ass with the Flask, but this is why I love the Flask. It's a nice, tight connection when you put these things together. So I'm going to take my Flask with my Cardo, push it through. Kind of got to rock them a little bit. Alright, see, it went through. There's a nice O-ring in there. And hopefully I just didn't split it. I don't think I did, no. Alright, so then you're going to push your Cardo through. Now see, like that, where that is, you want that flush. So you want it about there. Right there is where you want it. Focus a little. Right there is where you want it. Okay, now this is why I like the Flask. You still have plenty of room to stick your drip tip in there from your bottle and drip in some lovely juice. I'm going to take the rest of the shit that I have in here, pour it down in there. Alright, wasn't that much. Flax juice. Alright, now you can kind of just put it to the side. Get to dripping and filling up your Cardo. Now the ones that I usually get from Fluid and all that have a really, they almost have like a needle tip on them. This one's got more of a blunt tip. It's good for RBAs and RBDs, whatever. It's not so good for Cardo tanks. I do plan on eventually buying the syringe type bottles for all my juices, but I have so many between Vape Box and all that other stuff. I haven't had the time. Put 15 in there. Alright, now that filled up my Cardo tank about halfway. Take my little outer sleeve. Very righteous. Slide her on. Spin her on there till she's... Now you don't want to gorilla these things down, just till it stops. Alright. Then we get our Cardo filled. Perfectly lined up. Now the drip tips. This is why I love the Flask, because once you put this on here and it clicks, it's locked together, it won't leak. Alright, so I put my finger on the bottom and it's locked in. And as you saw, I held this to where I needed it and then locked my drip tip on. So this thing will not leak, like I found with some of the DCT, I'm having trouble with my C's today, DCT tanks and stuff. Alright, so I'm just going to wipe this off. And I like to let these sit about 30 seconds. Let some air get through. I'm going to spin it on my Vamo. Wipe it down, get the excess juice off. And what's good about wiping these down, you can reuse them in your RDAs, RVDs, whatever. and I like to listen for this noise. It's a very interesting taste. It doesn't vape that hard, but it's got a great flavor to it. I like it. Now this is at 12 milligrams of nicotine. Like I said, I used to smoke 2 packs of Marlboro Reds a day. Started at 36, went to 24, 18, now I'm down to 12. I'm loving it. Not the biggest vapor production, but it's got an awesome throat hit. I think this is more of a PG than a VG blend. I prefer 70 VG over 50-50 mixes. I like more bigger clouds. You'll probably see in my follow-up videos some of the clouds that I produce. Alright, thanks YouTube. Catch you later. Subscribe.